Hello, today I'm going to be playing From the Depths, and I'm going to start a new campaign. In this campaign, as a challenge, I'm only going to be playing with pirate ships. I hope it's going to be fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. For now, I'm only going to be playing on regular campaign options, but in the comments you can tell me if I need to put them a bit higher or a bit lower. Okay then, let's begin. At the start, I'm only going to upgrade the base a bit, just so the first wave of the deep water guard won't destroy me as easily. Firstly, I'm going to upgrade my engine just so I can put down shields, so then I can deflect some cram cannon shots or advanced cannon shots from the enemies. To show you how to make a quick and really basic engine that will let you put down some shields. Also remember to click N, so then you can use your mirror and so that you build a lot easier. Don't forget to place down a lot of material gatherers so then you can take out the most you can from the resource zone, just like I have now. After you have made your engine, remember to place down a shield projector and change the settings so that then it will cover the biggest area of your ship or fortress or anything else. Also try to angle it, because then it will be easier for the shots to get deflected. Just like this. Then customize the strength. So then that will help you with with protecting your base. You shouldn't set this too high because then that will consume a lot of your power, which you don't want. I'm going to set it at around 6.5. Now I'm going to copy it to clipboard and place it on the other side of my fortress. Around here. Now I'm going to paste it, and then I'll have the same settings and everything on this shield projector. Oh god, I think my engine isn't good enough. I'm going to take this a bit down. Oh god. My cylinders got overheated. I think I put on way too much strength onto the shield projectors. I'm going to lower the strength even more. I think I have to make the engine a bit bigger. Okay, this should do, hopefully. Now that my engine is working at a cooler temperature, I think I can up the strength a bit. Remember to build a really big radar so then you can see your enemies coming. The best thing to do is just use the actual discs as a pole to build it really high up. And to make it look good, put it onto a spin block. Okay. Try to build it the highest you can, but at the same time not using all of your resources. After you have built a long enough pole, build a circle shape around it, so then you can see the most you can on the map. A square or rectangle will do. And then you can fill it in by pressing F inside of it. Then place inside of the square, place down the strategic antenna. You will know if it works because the discs will sort of change shape a bit. And now you can see a lot more of a map. As you can see, there is a resource zone here. That'll be fun to take over. You should scrap the starting grid because it is a really bad ship that just won't do anything in the fight. It will also give you a bit of free resources. Now I'm going to make a really basic ship so I can protect the fortress and then attack the deep water guard. Every ship that I make or every fortress that I make or anything that I make has to have a pirate theme, because that's my challenge. An easy way to fill in large areas is to just press F with the block that you want to use on, just like this. Remember to put slope and corner blocks in the front and on the side of your ship, because then it will be more aerodynamic and that will make it a lot faster. You can make your ship double thick because that will make it a lot stronger against anything that will want to kill you. And don't forget to section off your ship, because then if one part gets destroyed, then the air pumps won't stop working and your boat will stay afloat. Now I'm going to add in an electric engine because it is a lot easier to make and it is a lot more reliable, but it doesn't give as much energy as the fuel engine or the steam engine. But beware, because they cost a lot of materials, so don't put too many of them on your starting ships. Now I'm going to build the AI and then protect it with some metal blocks, because if the AI dies, then your whole ship dies. And remember, you only need the sailing AI if you're using sails. I have to use them because I'm making a pirate ship, obviously. Try to use beams than blocks, because then they have a lot more HP than normal one blocks. You can also protect your AI with surge blocks, because if the enemy uses EMP, which is unlikely with a deep water guard, it will just get rid of the EMP, which can easily destroy your AI. Just place it all around the metal or inside of a metal. Now I'm going to add propulsion in. And also a rudder, so your ship can turn. To make it a lot easier for the ship to turn, you can also put some propellers at the front. Just like this. And then some on the back, but you have to put them into thruster reverse. Now you will have to add a keel in, because your ship will probably be really wobbly and too buoyant. Use lead blocks to do it. And you should put it in the middle of center of mass of your ship. You can check that by pressing P, and then just put it in the middle of that weight thing. Okay, this should do. Now to test your ship out, you could place down a chair and a ship's wheel or vehicle controller. Oops. Okay, that's good, I think. Now I'm going to add in ammo storages and then some weapons. The weapons that I'm going to be using are missiles, torpedoes, and maybe one cram cannon or more. Remember to protect your ammunition. Try to place it at the back, but not next to the AI, because that will be really bad. If you want to be producing a lot of ammo, you should also place down the ammunition processors. But to use them, you need to have resource boxes, which are here, material storages. Now I'm going to protect it with some metal blocks. Okay, now I'm going to start off with the weapons. Firstly, I'm going to make a missile silo. Remember, for your missiles to work, you need to have a missile controller, and connected to it, you need to have a local weapon controller with a wireless receiver. Missiles are really good for starting, because most of the ships aren't too strong at the start. For now, I'm only going to use 4-block missiles, because they seem to be quite effective. Now you should customize your missiles, because the ones that you get when you place the missile down aren't the best. Okay, this should be good enough for now. Now I'm going to add in a captain's deck that I can sit in. Just beware, because glass is really weak. You can, I made these stairs so I can get up here, and then up here I'll place down the chair and the ship's wheel so I can see clearly everything. I'm going to raise my chair up a bit. Okay. Now to make your steering even better, place down a spin block and make a sail on it. I'll make this a bit longer. And also place down a sail winch. Because if the wind isn't going the right way, then the sail winch will just take the sail away. It will just close. Now, so that you can see, I'm going to make a twin sail, so you can just look in through the middle. On these sails also place down a sail winch. Now you will have to place down all of your detection systems. Remember, you need to connect these with a wireless receiver. As a decoration piece, you could also place down a flag, a pirate flag. Now I'm going to make a really simple cram cannon. Now I'm going to add some gauging, so the shots will be a bit bigger and do a lot more damage. The best thing to do is to use one barrel and one motor driven. just keep on swapping it. And then maybe one recoil if it has really high recoil. Now I'm going to protect it with some metal. Should put some slopes onto it because then there is a higher chance to make it bounce some shots. Now place down a coincidence rangefinder. Remember to connect it with a wireless receiver. And then if you can, place down a radar or a camera or pretty much anything onto it. Okay, this should do. Now I'm going to save this as a sub-object, and I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it tall turret pirate ship. Accept. So then you can just remake it wherever you want. Don't forget to connect it to a local weapons controller, just like every weapon that you'll use. Put a failsafe on so it won't shoot itself, and then place down a wireless receiver so it can get a signal from the AI which will tell it to shoot the enemy. Now I'm going to add in some torpedoes. You can add it onto the same receiver that you have used, onto the same control block as you have used with the missiles. That won't waste any resources. I'll make it one more longer. Actually, no. I forgot because I have to add on the eject add-ons. Be right back. Okay, now I'm only going to have 3 torpedoes because then I won't be able to fit on eject add-ons, which will eject it, just like the name says. Remember, if you're making torpedoes, place down explosives onto it because explosives do more damage underwater. And also place down a ballast tank, so then it will go underneath the ship. Explosive, and then torpedo sonar, and then assign design to all same length missiles, and then that should be okay, hopefully. Now I'll have to add on a sonar, so then the torpedoes know where to go. And remember, the sonar has to be under the water, otherwise it will not work. You could put it onto your keel just like I am doing now. If you want to copy a certain object, just press R on it. And if it says that the mainframe does not have enough processing power, so detection rate reduced to some percentage, then just add on general purpose processing cards. They will make it a bit easier for the AI to detect it easier. You can also do this. Just make a line of AI connectors and then just add on general purpose processing cards. Yeah, so now it's at 100%. Okay, now I think this ship should be good enough to fight. So I'm going to save this vehicle, go into my folder, and then call it my pirate ship. Oops. You can tell me in the comments on what to call it, because I'm not really sure what to call it right now. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. But I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope that you have learned something new in this episode.